I want to say, before I totally get into this review, this is just out of the package, and I'm quite impressed how they folded all the legs to fit it nicely in said package. That's pretty cool. Also, there might be some vintage spiderweb in there. Actual spiderweb. Might be a spider here somewhere. That would be quite funny, but that's totally what that looks like. What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Toy Biz Lord of the Rings Return of the King Super Posable Shelob. Tony Shelob. Whatever. Shelob. It's been a long time since I watched the movies. Can't remember how it's pronounced. Shelob. We're gonna go with the Shelob. This is the giant spider. Spoilers, I guess. It's been a long time. That Frodo and Samwise have to kind of face off with. And what was it just Frodo? I can't remember. It's been so long. Ooh. Not liking the back of this thing, is it? However, I just took this out of package, like, just now, honestly. And I'm so impressed with it that despite... Oh, it's stuck. Despite, you know, having so many other things to do, I just wanted to sit down with it and take a look at it with you guys, because it is so super cool. So let's get to it. So this thing really is a stunner. It's beautiful. You know, like, I gotta say, I was not collecting anything Toy Biz, you know, after the initial, like, Marvel offerings, because that's when I started getting out of collecting. So, you know, the early Marvel Legends, nothing. All this stuff, nothing. Whatever else they've done, nothing. I literally just picked this up because somebody bought it on a Godzilla group and a kaiju group, super articulated kaiju group, to do a custom of, like, you know, Spiga, Kumonga, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know there was, you know, a figure of that. I want that no matter what, whether I use it as a custom, which I don't know if I will, or just keep it as its own thing. I gotta have that because it's a giant superposable spider monster, you know, and god thing, and I love it. You know, I want one of the coolest parts of Return of the King. So this is really nice. This is along the lines of sculpt work by McFarlane and NECA. So I didn't know Toy Biz was doing stuff like this, and it's gorgeous. Look at the head sculpt. It's pretty awesome. Gruesome looking. The eyes are just kind of, you know, haphazardly painted on with black glossy paint, but that works. I think it works. All the sculpt work is, you know, asymmetrical, and that works too. I like the color. There's like a nice pink color throughout the body and head, like brushed on, which is nice, on top of another dry brushed kind of yellow, which goes throughout the rest of it. It's really, really nice. You know, these little, the little arms here, whatever you want to call them. I don't know anatomy of spiders. Pretty cool. Got a little black wash on those. Looks good. These things look good. The little, you know, pincers here. It's got some nice paint on them. This one's a little messed up, but the other three look pretty good. Got the mouth there. Ooh, where's the mouth? That mouth there, that looks pretty yucky and gruesome. The bottom looks pretty good. I like how that's painted and sculpted. The little back stingers here look, coolie stingers look pretty good. The big bulb here looks nice. Nice sculpt throughout that. You know what, let's back it up a little bit, shall we? Back it up. So that looks pretty good. And then the legs look great. I really love them. I mean, yeah, you see the joints, but that's not that bad. Looks pretty awesome. All these legs look great. Really great sculpts. I like the paint on it. Very, very, very nicely done throughout. So that, my friends, looks amazing. Look at that. It is huge, too. It's a big, big figure. I mean, oh, hey, how about focus? Focus. You can just tell, it's just huge looking. So, about posability, yeah, I'm trying to still figure it out. Just took it out of the package. And it's old, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure you could do, it's super posable. You could do a bunch of things with it. So, let's see if we can get it to stand like that. Yeah, why not? That looks pretty good. Let's check that out closer. Yeah, that's awesome. Why, so bright. Let's shut down on one light because it's getting bright as it is in there. But I think that looks very, very nice overall. This is a great job, man. I'm really glad I got this. This is super posable for a reason, because it is super posable. Again, I still have to, finagle a lot of these joints because it's old, and I don't want to go too crazy, but you got a joint in there, you got a joint there, you got a joint there. That's on both sides, nothing here at the face. On each of these limbs, you got a joint basically at the shoulder and a swivel, hinge, swivel here. Actually, this does not swivel. That's just a hinge. This is just a hinge, and then you got another hinge here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hinges on each one of these legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, because it's a spider. Did I really need to count that? 8 times 4, 32 joints there, and swivels on each of them. And then, the ones on these. So that is all. I don't have to go through all of them. As you can see, some of them, like this, is kind of crossing over this way. It's kind of warped a little bit, maybe. It's old, but it was brand new. So that's pretty cool. In package. Nothing feels like it's gonna break, which is good. But, again, it's old. We're talking like more than 10 years old, probably going on 15 years now. If it came out when Lord of the Rings came out, so yeah. But it's great. You can do a lot of things with these legs for sure, and as I get more used to them, I think it'll be even more fun. But pretty awesome. Do watch out though if you do try to get this. I'm looking at some of these like joints here, and you can see the pins are not like completely through in some spot. Not completely through, but maybe looks a little like separated or whatnot. It's not 100% perfect, but I think it does the job. I think it does the job really well. Very, very super posable Tony Shelob. Some size comparisons. We're going to keep it with Godzilla's. I don't have any Lord of the Ring figures because, folks will... Oh. Let's just get back up. I have him standing up really strange, kind of like Final Wars. This is more Final War-esque, I would say, for sure, if you're going with a Kumonga. But here it is with Godzilla 62, which I think works pretty well. I mean, Kumonga's huge. It's a huge, huge, huge kaiju. Doesn't seem it, but it really is. So you kind of could finagle it, I feel like, in any of these 6-inch figures. So we'll take a look at a couple more, though. Here it is with Godzilla Earth, which is a bigger figure, and I think this works better. I really do. I like that a lot, actually. That could be a really cool future face-off there. Another figure that will work really well with is the Mezco Kong. I really like that. I mean, Kong definitely is faced off against some giant spiders, so yeah, that looks awesome. If you want to have yourself a bug hunt, here it is with the Revo Geo King Emperor Scorpion. So you can see how that fits together. And finally, because I'm not doing too many here, keep it nice and simple. Here it is with another old figure in my collection, the Trendmasters Godzilla 1998, Zilla himself, and I like how these guys look together as well. So some really cool figures that you could put put this Shelob with, however you want to do it. I think it looks very, very nice. And adding one in, because I almost forgot that I had this Final Wars Goji here from Bandai America. So, depending on how big you think your Kumonga should be, that is not bad. bad. I mean, as far as kaiju versus kaiju, it does look like a little small, but in my headcanon, I always feel like, even though it is big in the movies, like, I always feel like this might be like a proper comparison and size, because, I mean, that's a pretty good fight right there. And my final thoughts, this thing is super cool. I'm sure I got a lot to play with here with it. Gotta figure things out, you know, with the way the legs move and whatnot, but it's an old toy. It's not like you guys really needed to know about it that badly. I just wanted to feature it. And feature it as soon as possible. So if you get this for a custom for one of your Godzilla spider foes, or if you just want to get it because it's in its own right a cool giant monster spider, it's not that expensive on eBay, you know, like, I didn't pay that much for it, so, yeah, guys, I paid 25 shipped, I believe, so, you can't beat that, and I think you could find it for around that price, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on the day, and there you go. Alright, guys, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Become a Zillion today! Till next time, peace out, peeps.